Jason Flaherty. Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our City Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Adamson. Here. Gray.
Here.
Cheatham.
Here.
Johnston.
Here.
Lurick.
Here.
Manon.
Here.
Flat.
Here. Thank you. If you would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Pastor Jonathan Dinger of the Grace Lutheran Church. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I understand there's a birthday. Remind me.
Oh, yes. Tom Kirkland right there.
Well,
Tom.
we can give thanks, can't we?
Yes.
Let's do that. Okay. You don't want me to ask God to bless you?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that. I know it. That's how I feel. Let's pray. Gracious Lord, what a blessing it is to be here in this fair city, in this beautiful region, and in our blessed country. Lord, we recently celebrated the joys of the liberties that we celebrate and that we rejoice in. We thank you for those freedoms and for them being hard fought and sacrificed for. We thank you for every citizen and every person who works in this city on our behalf. Especially we remember Tom and ask you to bless him, to celebrate his birth and his life, and for many more to come. Lord, especially this day, we remember those that are serving us and in harm's way. For those that are battling wildfires all across our nation, but especially here in the Intermountain West and in our neighboring states, we pray, Lord, that you would keep those who serve us safe and well. Lord, thank you for those who are willing to serve our city and our region. We thank you for them, and we ask you to bless them with wisdom and compassion as they serve us and lead us we pray, Lord, according to your will. This we ask in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And that, my friends, is why I love Pastor Dinger right there. Thank you. We will move on to agenda item number 3, is the consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, minutes. Council may wish to waive the oral reading of the minutes and approve the minutes from April 19, 2018 budget development meetings with this amendment. Ms. Adamson stated during the discussion that citizens she has spoken to are more concerned about tax rates than additional programs on cable TV. She stated that downsizing video services could bring about tax savings. Transparency in public meetings is important and can still be archived or achieved, can still be achieved via live streaming on the internet instead of broadcast on cable TV. Executive sessions of June 7, 2018 and July 5, 2018 and the June 28, 2018 special city council meeting. B, treasurer's report. Council may wish to consider the treasurer's report for June showing cash and investments as of June 30, 2018. Good evening, Ashley.
Good evening. Ashley Welsh, interim CFO. Tonight I'm going to give the treasurer's report for the month of June 2018. Total cash and cash equivalents of city monies total $38,098,419. Total long-term investments for $4,629,859. For a total of $42,728,278. This amount is down $3,314,584 for the month of June. On page 2 of the report, we've highlighted key receipts for the month. We received $53,455 from ISU for the municipal services agreement. We received $59,812 for transit state grant for April 2018 and for capital purchases. $62,031 for transit federal grant for May of 2018. $62,051 for airport grants, and $133,347 from the state of Idaho for liquor tax, which is up 6.7% from last year. The remaining section details the net change in cash and long-term investments for the city. Page 3 of the report is for the trust funds. Trust funds have total cash and cash equivalents of $1,085,881. Total long-term investments, $4,232,000 $37 for a total of $5,317,918. Total cash receipts for the month were $57,284. Total cash disbursements for the month were $54,843 for a net change in long-term investments of $39,900. So we had an overall decrease of $37,460 in the trust funds. The next page, this report lists all funds cash balances with their respective net change for the month. And as you can see, the general fund is still in a very healthy position at $6,893,708. We will be receiving property tax remittance at the end of this month. Page 5 is discussion and analysis for your review. And the last page, we have the 5-year trend of cash balances. This report continues to reflect a very strong cash position for the city. I'll go over the funds that are negative. Transit Urban Fund is $203,514 negative pending grants. Debt Service Fund, $23,085 negative. That will be taken care of with future tax remittances. And the Fund 60 Debt Service Fund for WPC is negative $900. That is pending a transfer from the WPC fund. That is for trustee fees for the bond. And then CDBG is negative $12,204 pending grants. That concludes my report. Are there any questions?
Council, any questions? Thank you, Ashley. We move on to C, Golf Advisory Committee appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Danielle Mabey to serve as a member of the Golf Advisory Committee. Ms. Mabey's term will begin July 20, 2018, and it will expire October 5, 2021. D, Historic Preservation Commission reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's reappointment of Letitia Herzog to continue her service as a member of the Historic Preservation Commission. Ms. Herzog's term will begin August 3, 2018 and will expire August 3, 2021. E, adoption of revisions to the city employee education benefits policy. Council may wish to adopt the revisions to the city's employee education benefits policy as presented at the April 6, 2018 budget development meeting. F, council decision denial of appeal for sign exception request by Aerogas USA LLC. Council may wish to adopt its decision affirming the hearing examiner's denial of Airgas USA LLC request for an exception to install 2 electronic message displays at 533 East Clark. G, council decision L&B subdivision short plat. Council may wish to adopt its decision approving a short plat for L&B subdivision, which subdivides approximately 0.88 acres of land into 2 townhome lots subject to conditions. The property is located at the end of Corsini Court. H, council decision Greenfield Meadows Division 5 final plat. Council may wish to adopt this decision approving the final plat of Greenfield Meadows Division 5, which subdivides approximately 17.323 acres of land into 42 residential lots subject to conditions. The property is located at the future extension of Owyhee Street and Trevor Street.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I move we approve and adopt the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Council President Johnston and a second by Councilman Bray. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Johnston.
Yes.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 4, communication and proclamations. We do not have any proclamations, but we definitely have a couple scouts out here. So I would like one of the scouts to stand up and tell us what troop you're in, and we'll start at the back of the room.
348. And
Troop 348. Sounds great. Thank you very much. We got one more in front of us here.
275.
Troop 275. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. And I don't see any other scouts out there, and so we appreciate you. Good luck on your merit badge. We know what you're doing here. We figured that you wanted to be with us, but that's obvious it's a merit badge thing. So agenda item 5, calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On August 2nd, at 5 p.m. will be a special city council meeting, Fire Union Quarterly Report. August 2nd at 5:30 p.m. will be a clarification meeting. August 2nd at 6 p.m. will be a regular council meeting. August 9th at 9 a.m. will be a work session, a city council work session at 9 a.m. Other events, Splash Dance at Ross Park Aquatic Complex will be held July 19 and 26 from 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Summer concert series, Ross Park band concerts will be held on Sunday evenings through July 29th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Those are very fun to attend. So we'll move on to agenda item number 6, was appointment of Airport Manager West. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Benjamin West to the position of Airport Manager for the Pocatello Regional Airport. Mr. West's appointment will be effective July 30, 2018.
Mr. Mayor,
Council.
I'd move to adopt agenda item number 6, the appointment of Benjamin West as Pocatello Regional Airport Manager.
Second.
We have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Lurick. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 7, expansion of area of city impact request. Council may wish to authorize the city planning staff to negotiate with Bannock County officials to expand the area of city impact to include the area north and east of existing city corporate boundaries per Idaho Code 67-6526 3E. The area is already within the city's urban service boundary and is designated as mixed use on the comprehensive plan map.
Mr. Mayor, I move we approve the expansion of the area of city impact as outlined on the comprehensive plan.
Second.
We have a motion by President Johnston and a second by Adamson. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Johnston.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 8, Tivity Health Service LLC Agreement, Community Recreation Center. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of Community Recreation Center CRC staff to enter into an agreement partnering with Tivity Health Services LLC. Tivity Health Services oversees the Silver Sneakers for senior programs for those 65 years and older, and the Prime program for members 18 to 64 years. The CRC facility recently met the requirements necessary to offer those special programs to members. Compensation will be based on the program member visits with a maximum cap per payment per program member per month.
That was it.
Councilmember Ray.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve this agreement for the Community Recreation Center.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Adamson.
Comment. I think it would be appropriate for us to have our staff come and just mention what this is for any people who might be wondering.
Okay, John,
Is that
could you
okay?
come on up here and let us know what this is?
Demonstration would be in order.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Black, council members. John Banks, Parks and Recreation Director. So this is a program. We've also had the Silver and Fit program for many years, which is similar. The Silver and Fit caters to seniors 60 and over. The terms are a little bit different on that one. This is actually great through Tivity Health, the Silver Sneakers program, because it can accommodate the seniors and the 18 to 64-year-olds. So we're kind of covering all the different bases and continuing to have our recreation center a very popular place to be. And it helps out some folks maybe that are on fixed incomes to be able to afford to come and get healthy at our facility. So we're pretty excited after many, many years of begging and pleading and asking if we could get on the program. We were finally granted permission, so we're pretty excited.
That's great, thank you.
So, John, I heard a request from Council President Johnston that you would do example, demonstrate what the exercises and stuff are.
I got that pole hand.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. Okay, we have a motion by Bray and a second by Adamson. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Gray.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 9, sole source expenditure and declaration, project Docs E-Plan software solution. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of Information Technology and Building Department staff to declare the purchase of project Docs E-Plan software solution from Avalon to be a valid sole source expenditure in the amount of $225,000. Council may wish to authorize the mayor to sign documents related to the purchase subject to legal department review.
Mayor?
Councilwoman Adamson.
I move to declare the purchase of the project Docs software as a valid sole source expenditure and to authorize you to sign any documents related to the purchase subject to legal review. I second.
Would that include that little discussion item we had?
Yes.
To determine, okay.
We'll make sure that everything is taken care of the way
Okay, thank you.
council was concerned. So we have a motion by Adamson and a second by Manon. Could you please call the roll?
Adamson.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, piggyback purchase and agreement fleet management software. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of street operations staff for the following requests related to the city's fleet management program. A, award the bid from Asset Works LLC, which piggybacks on a bid from National Joint Powers Alliance Sourcewell, contract number 02217-AWI in the amount of $100,256. And if the bid is awarded, B, authorize the mayor to sign and execute an agreement with Asset Works LLC in the amount of $100,256 subject to legal department review. Funds for the fleet management program are available in the Street Operations Department fiscal year 2018 budget.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we approve the piggyback purchase and agreement for fleet management software and where's the part? Authorize the mayor to sign and execute agreement with Asset Works in the amount of $100,256 subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Lurick and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Lurick.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I think it'd be appropriate to have our new fleet manager introduced to the public and maybe a brief explanation from Tom in terms of what this is all about.
Can we get the birthday boy to come on up here, please?
Sing to him again.
Great idea.
Yeah, should we sing to you again? Let's do it. Absolutely.
You're on television now.
That's right. We're on television. They'll hold it against us.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tom Kirkman, Deputy Public Works Director for the City of Pocatello. Over the last 2 years, the city's been in a very deep study on our fleet program and our fleet status of all of our assets throughout the city. It was brought up a few years ago that the idea of centralizing all the repairs of those assets would be a good idea and a huge money saver. We've put in a couple of years of research. We've done, we think, our due diligence. We've looked at all the pros, the cons. The Mayor and Council, you agreed to move forward with this fleet department. And so one of the first things that we want to do is get a fleet manager on staff. And then we're going to start collecting data so that we can start having a more targeted approach on how we handle all of our assets throughout the city. A central fleet program, basically, for those watching, is we will have all of the city assets from all the departments report to one location. All the mechanics will be on location so that they will be repaired in one location. So we'll be able to benefit from economies of scales of bulk purchases, and we'll be able to we feel just have a better way of tracking our fleet and trying to save as much money as we can. So the first step in that was to hire a fleet manager. We're excited to have Teresa Pocatello in that position. Very, very skilled on technical end of fleet. She's very good at data processing and collecting data, and most importantly, analyzing that data for the best way to manage this fleet moving forward. So we're really excited for that. And then step 2 was getting our fleet management software, which is what's before you tonight. This will be the conduit basically to communicate with the departments, as well as to store all the data moving forward so we can make those proper decisions. So.
Super.
I noticed driving by the new building the other day that the remodel has begun.
So what we've done right now is we've got a general contractor on staff. The architect got the design done. We got final approval on the design. So now we're going out to bid for the subcontractors. So what we're doing right now before the bids come in is just some preliminary demo in there, moving around some stuff. As the bids come in, we'll bring those to you here for approval for the remodel moving forward. But yeah, we are definitely, as time allows and staff's available, we're sending over people as much as we can to get as much done in advance of the contractors we can. Super excited about it. It's going to be a great program, and we're really looking forward to it.
Super. Thank you. And congratulations, Teresa.
Thank you.
Make a speech.
The speech?
Yes.
My gift to Tom is I'm not going to sing happy birthday to him. Teresa Pocatello, fleet manager. It sounds a little weird to say, but here I am. You want a speech?
Only if you have one.
I really wasn't prepared with a speech, but I can talk about fleet all day. Thank you very much. Do you have questions?
Do you have any idea how many vehicles the city actually owns?
Without minus WPC, airport, and transit, we have around 600.
Okay, so this is a big deal.
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Teresa.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, agenda item 11, an ordinance amending the current chapter 5.28 child care to comply with the current Idaho state codes and Idaho Administrative Procedures Act, IDAPA. Council, this ordinance, how do you wish this ordinance to be read?
Mayor,
Councilman Bray.
I move that ordinance agenda item number 11 be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that only the ordinance summary sheet be submitted for publication.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Adamson. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Bray.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Rich, could you please read the ordinance?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, amending portions of Chapter 5.28 Child Care of the revised and compiled ordinances of the City of Pocatello in 1983, and other general modifications, additions, and deletions, providing that this ordinance and the provisions contained herein established pursuant to this ordinance shall be in full force and effect beginning October 1, 2018. The rule requiring that an ordinance be read on 3 separate occasions having been dispensed with.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass?
Adamson.
Yes.
Bray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Manon.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 12, discussion items. This time has been set aside to hear discussion items not listed on the agenda. Items which appear somewhere else on the agenda will not be discussed at this time. The council is not allowed to take any official action at this meeting on matters brought forward under this agenda item. Items will either be referred to the appropriate staff or scheduled on a subsequent agenda. You must sign in at the start of the meeting in order to be recognized. As a reminder, there is a 3-minute time limit per speaker and 15 minutes for the agenda item. We'll go ahead and get started. Mike Seibert.
Mike Seibert, 1665 Pocatello Creek Road. Mayor and council, just want to bring a issue up about that golf park. The golf park has like 16 acres of irrigated grass, and it was being irrigated out of a well that Owen Clark drilled in about 1953. and it had a capacity of about 160 gallons per minute. And I designed the irrigation system, built the golf park with the right size of pumps and flow capacities. And since then, in December of 2017 through March of 2018, the city has drilled a test well. They're looking for water to pump up to the to the Fairway Tower to serve Northgate Edition. They punched a 10-inch casing down 100 feet, and then a 8-inch casing down 600 feet, then perforated it through different layers of clay. And what it's done is it's taken the top aquifer that I'm drawing from and dumping it into the bottom. And I've been fighting the irrigation system since the start of the year. I've nozzled the systems down, did alternate day cycles. Instead of just watering in one night, I put it into 3 different cycles, giving the aquifer a chance to recharge, and it's not recharging. And the only thing I think we can have to do is to get that test well plugged and see if it recharges back. If not, that'll be the end of the golf park. And right now, I understand the water department wants to keep that as a test well, the way it is. And if it stays a test well, I guess we'll see a sea of storage units. But anyway, so that's the issue that's coming on, and I've been doing everything possible I can think of with nozzling down the system. So instead of operating at 70 pounds for high efficiency, I've been nozzling down so it operates at 105 pounds to reduce the flow capacities, and I'm to reduce the flow down to about 75 gallons a minute. And if I run more than 4 hours, the aquifer sucks dry, and it takes a day to recharge. So all of my water is dumping 600 foot into the ground. And if there's nothing done about it, well, irrigation's over. So I just wanted everybody to know what's going on. And, maybe convince the water department they don't really need a test well and to plug it.
I'm sorry, you're out of time. Thank you. Yes,
I would recommend that we have at our next work session a review of this situation.
Okay.
Have our water department to come and give us a presentation in terms of what's happened here.
Okay. We can do that. We'll have them work on that.
Can I pass out the well driller's permit or report?
You can go ahead and hand it to me and I'll get her passed out. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. We have nobody else on that has signed up, so with that, I'd like to thank the council for your work this afternoon, and we are adjourned.